Hello guys, good afternoon and welcome to Echo Mindset. This is your guy, Prof. Dr. Trillion Pounds. And this afternoon, I'm very delighted to bring to you another exciting video. And today we are going to look at boom and crash trading. I'm going to give you a very simple method to scalp the market using boom and crash. You are going to scalp the market with boom and crash using this simple strategy of ours, which I call the Echo One system. So this simple strategy is called the Echo One system. We have other strategies, but we are starting with this very simple strategy called Echo One system. So I'll use this opportunity to present to you how to use it on your PC. After that, I'll record a phone session also for those using phone, those who doesn't have the PC and want to use phone. I'll also make a recording for you as well. Without much talking, I want to dive into today's presentation. So as you can see, I have right here on the screen crash 1000. So what are we going to do with crash 1000? We are just going to scalp the market on buys. We are going to buy crash 1000 with this strategy. We are going to do what? Buy crash 1000 with this strategy. Very interesting strategy, guys. Very interesting strategy. We are going to use moving average 8, and also a TDI, and we are going to only look out for buy setups. We are going to look out for buy setups, only buy setups. And on boom, we are going to look for what? Sell setups. Okay, this is going to be very interesting. But before I go on, if you are new to our YouTube channel, please press the subscribe button and also press the bell notification button. If you have not watched our previous videos, please go to the playlist and watch the previous videos on resistance, support, trend trading, trend lines, boom and crash with bliss strategy. Watch them and then come back and watch this one, because you are going to apply most of this knowledge that we have previously shared on this channel right on this strategy as well. So now let's add the moving average 8. So you go to your insert over here at the top here, you click on insert, then you go to indicators, then you add you go to trend, and you go to moving average, and you click on that. So we are going to use moving average 8. As you can see, it's already selected. Method exponential, apply to close. You can choose any color of your choice, and then you select the width of whatsoever of the line that you want to use. So how big you want it to appear, you select that width. So I have placed it on 2. Okay, I have given it a width of 2. So even the phone users, you can just use the same procedure we are using here, and then you follow us. So the levels, just leave it. We don't need any levels. So just click on OK. So there you can see we have our 8-period exponential moving average on our chart. 8-period exponential moving average on our chart. Good. So what we are going to do, we are going to first of all do a top-down analysis. What do I mean by this? We have to first look at the trend of the day. The trend of the day is very important. After knowing the trend of the day, we are coming right down to H1. Then what are we looking for on H1? If you want to really know what you are looking for, keep watching this video to the end. After watching out for H1, we now move down to M15 for our entry. So when our requirements are met on H1, we move right down to M15 for our entry. But before then, we need to add our TDI, Traders Dynamic Index. Okay, so sometimes you can come to your navigator here, and then the section where we have the indicators, you just come there, wherever you place it, you look for it, and then okay, so here we have, so you just drag it onto your chart. So you leave the parameters just as they are. Okay, leave everything on default. Don't change anything. Don't change anything. The only thing we are going to alter here is we add some levels to it. That is level 70, and level 20. Level 20. Okay, so these are the only two levels we are going to add, and then you click OK. All right, so there we have it. There we have our TDI indicator. So let me minimize this. All right, thank you guys for staying with us. So now, as I was saying, first things first, we have to go to our daily time frame. So right here on D1, what am I looking for? I'm looking out for the trend of the day. And what is the trend of the day? Uptrend. Why is it uptrend? Because our daily candle is what? Bullish. And also, why do I say it is an uptrend? Because I realized that over here, price, when market opened, price came down to this session and then rejected. And when it got here, it flipped from supply, or it flipped from what? The sellers to what? To buyers. Okay, so that has given me the information that this is currently a bullish trend for the day. Okay, all right. So now that we know it is bullish, we are in a bullish trend. What do? We go to H1. Now in H1, what are we looking for? What am I looking for in H1? All I'm looking for is that the candle should close above the EMA 8. The bullish candle. Note that here we are looking for only buy opportunities. We are scalping only buy opportunities. How do we scalp it? We scalp it by looking at the H1 candle closing above the EMA 8. So for instance, currently you can see here, this current candle has broken above the EMA 8 and closed above it. What do we see? Bullish continuation. Now, once we see this candle close above the EMA 8, what do? I quickly go to my M15. Now, let's go back to H1. So this is my H1 candle. Let me put a vertical line there. Now let's switch to M15. Okay, so what do we see? Over here, though H1 have closed above the EMA 8, M15 didn't close above EMA 8. So we wait. The next candle closed above EMA 8. The immediate candle that follows this candle on M15, we enter the market and we hold for one full M15 candle. One full M15 candle. So that is how many 1 minute candle? That is 15 1-minute candles and 3 5-minute candles. Now, some people prefer to do it on M5. Some people may prefer to do it on M5. Well, if you want to do it on M5, still check and make sure that H1 have closed above EMA 8. Then you switch to your M5. So this was where we realized that H1 has closed above EMA 8. Okay. Then when we realized M5 also closed above EMA 8. What do? I take my buy. In this case, on the second candle, it would have spiked on you. It would have spiked on you here, but then you would have come back right into profit. Why? Because already on our daily time frame, we know we are on an uptrend. We are on an uptrend. Okay. Now, one thing also you have to take into consideration is that this is just a scalping strategy. It is not a swing strategy. I'm teaching you. It's a scalping strategy. So you have to not be greedy in the market. I do my entries on 15 minutes, and it's very powerful on 15 minutes, and it is very, very powerful. That is what I use in scalping with this strategy. I use it scalp with this strategy. Okay, and it's very, very powerful. All right, so let's go back to our 15 minutes, and now let me explain something to you. So as I was saying, I said we will add our TDI. So after we realize that our H1 have crossed and we move to our 15 minutes, as we wait for our 15 minutes, we must always be looking at our TDI. What are we looking for on TDI? Is it oversold? Is it oversold? And that oversold, the green line broke below the Bollinger Bands here. That is the blue line here. The blue line here. Did the green line break below it and trying to form a U shape? Yes, already it has tried forming U shape. Next thing we have to look at is our candle. Has it closed above the EMA 8 on 15 minutes? Listen to it. Has it closed above EMA 8 on 15 minutes after closing above EMA 8 on H1? This is very important. If it hasn't closed, wait for it to close above. Now already we know this our guy is above, is oversold. Now here, what do? Our candle have closed. We are still in the oversold session. So we enter our trade and hold for one full 15-minute candle. So it have held from here to here. Okay, you would have held from here to here. So one 15-minute bar, and then you move out of the market. You move out of the market. All right. So that is it. First of all, you must let your TDI be oversold. Then your candle must close above EMA 8. And you open your position after this previous candle closes. And then you hold for one 15-minute candle. Now let's go back to H1 and see other examples. For instance, here also this closed above. So all we are doing is after this market moves down, okay, after a spike below the EMA 8, just allow it to close, move back up and close above the EMA 8, the moving average 8. Then after that, you move. So here also we can see this also closed above. This is not part because here it is the wick, the body didn't close. We want the full body to close above the EMA 8. Okay, very, very important. Let's see. I want to mark the areas down where we have, yeah, so here also closed above EMA 8. So here all you will not be trading because this is on a downtrend. As you said, maybe during the day, that day, this was on a downtrend. So trading using this strategy that day will be very risky. But here we can see price opened over here, and then came down. Now we started the uptrend. This closed above this. So this closed above the EMA 8. This closed above the EMA 8. And then all we need to do is to move down to what, 15 minutes. So let's start checking this on 15 minutes to see. All right, so here we are on 15 minutes. Let's see the positions that we marked. The positions. Okay, so this is the first one. So on on 15 minutes, you can see this guy have also closed above EMA or 8. It has closed above EMA 8, but we wouldn't have taken this trade based on our rules. If we won't take this trade based on our rules. Why? This is because, look at this. This green line over here is very close to us, to this middle line, which is with the color yellow over here. It's very close to this line. So what happened is, if we were here where this V formation was, we would have taken that trade perfectly. Because if we took this trade, it would have spiked on us, which means that you would have lost that trade unless you wanted to hold, because you know it is an uptrend. And that is why I said it's vital that you determine the trend, whether it is an uptrend or a downtrend. You have to know it before you use this strategy. Okay, it's very important to the success of the strategy. So what are we going to do? We are going to leave this trade. Okay, we are going to leave this trade unless you are a risk taker who said no, I want to hold, or I'm preparing to lose certain amount. Until I lose that amount, I will still be in the market. But per our strategy, for you to be successful, you won't trade this. Okay, so let's see the next one. Okay, right here, right here. This also was not in our favor, so we will not trade it. Okay, we will not trade it. But here, now, this is another secret I'm going to show you. Here, we can trade this. Why? Though it is not in the oversold session, but it has broken, these lines have broken above the yellow line. They have broken above the yellow line. And this candle have closed above EMA 8. So you would have taken this trade and you would have milked this candle over here. You would have milked this candle right there. This 15 minutes. Remember, we are using 15 minutes, so that one 15-minute candle is it's a lot of pips. It's a lot of pips. That, I think that is about 27 pips, almost 30 pips. That one candle. So it's very important that we look at that. Now, we are going to look at the next one, the next one, the next one, right here, right here. So what happened? This closed above EMA 8, but we have our TDI here. What did we see? We realized this just broke above. It just broke above, just there. Immediately, this closed over there. It also broke above the yellow line. I will take this, but with low risk. I'll take this, but this time with low risk. Okay, but if somebody want to be at safer side, you just allow this to break above a little bit more before you go into that trade, and you would have known this candle up to here. Okay, so that is another one. Then here is another one. So as for here, very nicely you can see our TDI is in the overbought session and has even crossed the signal line. So what are we going to do? This candle closed above. We are going to take this guy, not just this one candlestick here. And the beauty of this thing is that the whole thing is on an uptrend. That is why you are going to be on the safer side buying using the strategy. Okay, buying using the strategy. You don't use this one for spike catching. You'll be bringing other strategies that you can use to catch spikes on boom and crash. So let's load boom and see how we can use boom 1000, how we can use this same strategy. So let me delete these guys. All right, so with boom we are selling. With boom we are only selling. TDI must be overbought. TDI in boom, we are looking for overbought. TDI must be what? Overbought. Must be either touch the upper Bollinger Band, or in fact break outside and try coming back inside the Bollinger Band, or must break the middle Bollinger Band downward towards the outer downward Bollinger Band before we will confirm a sell. First, as usual, you go to your daily time frame to see the trend of the day. To see the trend of the day. Now, for instance, today, if I'm to be trading, I will not sell anything. I will not attempt any sell on boom 1000. Okay, I'll not using this strategy. That is using this strategy. I will not attempt selling anything on boom 1000. Okay, why? Because we are on an uptrend. This is a spike trend, and we don't use this strategy to trade spikes. We only use it to sell in the or buy in the direction of the asset, either boom 1000 or crash 1000 or crash 500 or boom 500. So let's see. During this day, that was 3 days ago. Boom was on a downtrend. So let's go to H1 and let's locate 3 days ago. All right. So this was that day. As you can see, we were on a massive downtrend. Okay. So all that we are going to do right now is to go down here, and then we watch. As you can see here, the candlestick was closed. So this day started right here. We went up, then we started descending. What happened? This candlestick right here closed below the EMA 8. It closed right below the EMA 8. So what are we going to do? We are going to move right down to M15. Okay, M15. Okay, so right here on M15, and we can see M15 has also closed below the EMA. So what we are going to do is we are going to check our TDI. What happened? Our TDI has broken below the 50 EMA, but this trade was not a safe trade. Why? Because we are close to the lower Bollinger Band right here. We are close to this lower Bollinger Band, which shows that there could be a spike. So we are not going to take a sell on that trade. And as you can see, after the two candles, there was a spike. So now what are we going to do? We're going to wait for the next candle to close, 15-minute candle to close below the 8 EMA, which was this guy. So after that, you just come and check your TDI. Still, TDI is not favorable to us, so we will not take the trade. It's a risky trade. Okay, this is what I'm trying to say. We don't just take trades. Okay, we don't just take trades, as you can. All right, guys. Sorry about the interruption from my network. My network went off. It just came back. So please let's continue. So as I was saying, you can realize that here the candle closed below the EMA 8, but then it was on the TDI, it was too tight. It was too tight on the TDI, which means that you should be expecting a spike. So you will not take that sell. Okay, we are scalping, we are not holding trades. So in scalping, you have to be very careful when to take a trade. So even any opportunity we get over here, we won't take those trades. So when are we eligible to take a safe trade? Is here. So over here, candle closes, and then what do we see? There is a break out of what the yellow band. What do? We take our trade on this one. So we hold for that one candle, hold for that one candle, and then you move out of the market and you wait for the next opportunity, which came right over here. What do we see? This was close to what, to the, after the spike, it was what, close to the middle, the Bollinger Band, which is the yellow one, but couldn't break above it. So we are safe to what, take another one candle sell, which was this one. So you would have milk this one candle also. Nice. So let me see the next opportunity. Good opportunity came right here. So this candle here closed below our TDI is showing overbought. So we will be able to sell for another one 15-minute candle. All right. So guys, this is a very simple scalping method, but very powerful. The day I'm bored and I just want to scalp the market, this is the system, or this is the strategy that I use to make my quick 30 20 30 20 30 20 30 20 pips in the market. If you want, people who want more opportunities can use the 5 minutes. They can use the 5 minute. For instance, here you can see it closed below the EMA 8. Then our TDI is also at overbought. You just take yourself one candle or two, one or two candle. 5 minutes can take at least two candles, and then you are out. Here also the same thing. You take your two candles, you are out. Okay, take your two candle, you are out. Here the same thing. You close below the EMA 8. You check. Here I wouldn't have taken this trade because we were on the uh middle Bollinger Band, the yellow one. It didn't break down. But if it were to break it before I saw that signal, I would have taken that trade. Here also the same thing. So you see, the TDI is very powerful in showing you or telling you that no, you can't take a trade at this time. It's risky. Okay. So here TDI would have alerted you, though this guy closed below the EMA 8, but TDI is telling you no, it's risky. So you would have taken this trade. So you would have lost. Okay. Then here, this is our next opportunity. What do we do? Now, after this formed an M below, an M structure below the what? The yellow TDI line. So what can we do? We can still pick some two candles. After the close of this, we can pick these two candles, and then we are out of that market. And you see, you can have a lot of, that's if you want to be scalping quickly, if you want a lot of opportunity, that's why you use 5 minutes. So when I'm using 5 minutes, I just look at my 10 pips, that is two candles, and then I'm off. 10 pips, and Charlie, I'm off. Okay. So that is it here, like this. This closed below EMA 8, and here we are far away. We are very, very far away from the yellow TDI line. So I would have milked my two candles and I'm out of the market. But here we wouldn't have taken this opportunity because look at what is happening here. Though it has broken, we saw the movement of waves close to that 50 level, depending on the daily candle and what 1 hour is telling you. All this that you are doing, first you have to make sure that 1 hour have closed, as I said, below the EMA 8, because here we are looking at boom. If it were to be crash, you'll be looking at above EMA 8. You buy, then below EMA 8, you sell for what? For boom. I hope we are clear. And this is so powerful, so powerful. And I'm going to make a short video using my phone to show you how you'll be able to set your TDI using your phone. As for the EMA, the way we set it here is the same thing. You set it on the phone. So I'm not going to do any special video on the phone teaching the strategy, because it's the same thing that is applied to those using phones as well. Please, if you are new to our channel, subscribe to the channel and also press the bell notification button so that anytime we release a new video, you'll be notified. Okay, you'll be notified. If you have not joined our Telegram group page, the link will be in the description below. Also, the link to our website, our Instagram page, and our Facebook page will also be in the link below. There are some suggested brokers that you can trade FX, currencies, indices, and COVID. And also there is a link in the description where you get the boom and crash assets to trade on DERIV. So you can click on the link and register to get access to the boom and crash assets to trade and make money for yourself. Today's video, I'm going to be presenting to you on how to set your TDI on your mobile phone MT5. How to set your TDI on your mobile phone MT5. Now, in the previous video on how to scalp the boom and crash market using the TDI and the moving average 8, exponential moving average 8, I talked about the TDI, and I know that we don't have TDI on our mobile phone because it's a custom indicator. The traders dynamic index is a custom indicator. So those with PC, I dropped the indicator on the Telegram channel, so you get it easily. But those with phone, you need to set it, and this is the reason why I'm making this video today, so that you'll be able to set the TDI indicator on your mobile phone. All right. So if you are new to our channel, please press the subscription button and also press the bell notification button so that you get notified anytime we release a new video. Okay, anytime we release a new video, you get notified and you will not miss out on it. So please, if you are new to our YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell notification button. So without much ado, let's dive straight into today's video. We are right here in my MT5. We are right here in my MT5. And we are going to set the indicator window up for the TDI. We are going to set the indicator window up for the TDI. Okay, we are going to set the indicator window up for the TDI. So what are we going to do? First of all, we have to tap anywhere on our phone screen. Then you tap on this F symbol. Okay, tap on the F symbol. It will bring you to this session that says main chart and co, where I have my moving averages, but that is not what we are looking at. You have to click on this F with the plus sign. Okay, right there. You have to click on it. You have to click on that. So let's do that. Okay, so you click on that. Now, the first thing we want is our relative strength index, RSI. So we are going to insert our RSI. So RSI, here we have our RSI right here, and oscillators, RSI is under oscillators, so we click on RSI. Now with our RSI, we are going to use period 13. So we will use period 13 and apply to close. Now the style I'll use red. I'll use red as my style. Then with the levels, we use level 50, level 32, and level 68. So I'm going to delete all these levels here. I'm going to delete all these levels. They are not needed in this case. Then I'll click on this plus sign at the top here, and then I'll add my level 50. When I'm done, I'll click on that plus sign again, and then I'll add my level 32. After that, click on the plus sign again, and then add level 68. So you can pause this video and also enter the various parameters before you continue to watch the video. So pixels, you can use 3, you can use 2, and any of them. I prefer 3. So after that, you just do press on the arrow where we have the relative index written there at the top. You press the arrow pointing backwards. So when you do that, it will bring you back here, and then you press on done at the top corner here, top right corner. You press on your done. So there we have our RSI period 13. Okay, now the next thing we are going to input is moving average 2. You insert moving average 2. So you tap on the screen, and then we tap on the F symbol. This time we are going to select indicator window 1. So we tap on that F plus sign over there. Now moving average is under trends. So you look for moving average. You can see it right there under Ichimoku. So you click on moving average. We said we want period 2. So oh, come on. We want period 2. We're sorry. All right. And it should be simple method, simple. Shift is 0. Apply to previous indicators data. Apply to previous indicators data. Then I'm going to use color blue. All right, so I'll use pixel, 2 pixels. I'll be using 2 pixels. So it depends on you. With the pixels, it depends on you. When you are done setting all this up, you press on done at the top corner there. So as you can see, we have our moving average 2 also in there with the blue color. Now the next thing we are going to input, is our moving average 7. So we input moving average 7. So you tap on your screen, and you tap on the F symbol, you go to indicator window 1. Then you press on the F plus sign. We are still on moving averages. It is under trend. So we click on moving average. This time we want period 7. Period 7. So we are going to insert period 7. And I'm going to use color. I'll use violet. My pixels 2, or apply to previous indicators data, and method simple. So method simple, apply to previous indicators data. When you are done, you click on done. All right, so as you can see, it has also been added to our indicator window 1. The next thing we are going to insert here is the Bollinger Bands. The Bollinger Bands. So you tap on your screen, and then you click on the F sign, and then you tap on the F plus sign. Okay. When you are done, you go to what? Trend. Bollinger Bands is what? Is under trend. So you can see it is below the average directional movement index. So click on Bollinger Bands. Now we are going to use the period we are going to use is 34, period 34. For the Bollinger Bands, we use period 34. Period 34. Deviation 1.619. Our deviation is what? 1.619. That is the deviation. Shift is 0. apply to first indicators data. First indicators data. Apply to first indicators data. Style, I will be choosing black. Pixel, I'll make it 3. Okay. Okay, let me make it 2. I want 2 pixels for the Bollinger Bands. When you are done, click on done. So you can see the Bollinger Bands added to the window, okay, to the indicators in the window there. Now we have to add the last indicator, that is moving average 34. Moving average 34. Moving average 34. So you tap on the screen and then you tap on F. Then you tap on first indicator window, the F plus sign over there. We want moving average. So we go to moving average under trend. Click on it. We say we are looking at period 34. Moving average period of 34. So period 34. Method simple. Apply to first indicators data. First indicators data. Apply to first indicators data. I'm choosing color color yellow. Color yellow. Choosing color yellow. My pixels 2. When I'm done, you click on done. So you can see the yellow moving average added to the middle, at the middle section of the Bollinger Band. Okay, added at the middle section of the Bollinger Band. All right. So as we discussed previously in the previous video, so if you have not watched the previous video, I will leave the link in the card above. Try, and also in the link in the description below, try and watch the video on how to use the TDI and the EMA8 to scalp the boom and crash market. It's the same thing that applies to the PC, that also applies on the mobile phone. So please try and watch the previous video and get the concept of how to use the TDI in conjunction with EMA8 to milk the boom and crash market. To milk the boom and crash market. To milk the boom and crash market. Very, very important. Okay, very, very important. So let's see, boom, it is crash. Sorry for my slow network. So you can use this guide to catch spikes, you can use it to trade, but then with the strategy we thought it's not the spike catching strategy, it's for just normal trend trading. You spike, you scalp, and then you are out of the market. Please, once more, if you are new to this channel, subscribe to the channel and also press the bell notification button so that anytime we come out with new videos, you will be notified. Channel, we are recording this session and it will be placed on the YouTube channel, so you can get access to it at any time at all that you want. All right, so we are going to use what I call is a custom indicator. So after the Zoom session, I'll drop it on the Telegram page and then you can pick it from there. Last time I did, the last session we did, recording I did was on how to use the EMA8. So let me quickly, since this is a live session, let me quickly go through that before I bring in the new method. So let me add this. Then our traders dynamic index. All right, so these are the two indicators that I used last time when I did the video. So what I said was we are using 2 time frames for this particular strategy. We are using 2 time frames. But before you do anything, okay, before you do anything with this strategy, I always say that you should do what we call your top-down analysis. This top-down analysis, you don't need to draw any trend line or support and resistance. All I say you should do is go to your weekly time frame, check the direction, see if the candlestick is what, bullish or bearish. In crash, we are only looking for bullish candle, weekly candle. If we go to our weekly and the candle is bullish, we will then go to our daily time frame and see for that particular day, what do we have. For instance, today we have weekly bullish and also daily bullish. That is all. So you know that we are in an uptrend. Please, I hope we are clear. We are getting this concept. Now, once you know this, don't worry about anything. Just come right down to H1. What am I looking for on H1? All I need is to wait patiently. So today's market opened from here, okay, on this candle. This candle was the first candle that was formed today, okay. So since the open of the market, we can see the market has been on what, an uptrend, which means that crash 1,000 has been buying the whole day. Good. What do I do? Once I see my H1 candle, for instance, this particular, even the first day candle, it closed above EMA 8. I place my line there. Quickly, I shift my time frame to what? 15 minutes. What am I looking for on 15 minutes? The same principle. My candlestick should close above EMA 8. Once my candlestick closes above EMA 8, I enter the market on the next candlestick. So here, this particular candlestick closed above EMA 8. So I'll enter on this particular one. Now, I will not just stand up and enter. I'll come down to my TDI. What is my TDI telling me? Is it oversold or overbought? Now, here, if you look at this, we are moving from here. Okay, so it was oversold here, went up, became overbought, came back down into the oversold region here. Now, the reason why I will buy this market is the green and the red moving average inside the Bollinger Band on the TDI is above the yellow middle Bollinger Band, which shows that the yellow Bollinger Band is serving as a support. Okay, at this time it is serving as a support, a strong support. So I'm buying at a support. So I'm confident. I'll buy this and hold for 1 15-minute candle. One. Okay, it's a scalping strategy. So you just hold for 1 15-minute candle, then you are out of the market. Yeah, if you do it on 5 minutes, then you hold for what, 3 5-minute candle, which will sum up to what, 1 15-minute candle. This one you don't do greed here. It's a simple rule, very simple one. All right, and the same thing applies to what, to boom. If we are trading boom, okay, if you are trading boom, you just do the same thing. You enter your EMA 8, then your traders dynamic index, which I've dropped it on the page already. It's already on the Telegram page, so you can go there and download it. And I've made a video on how to set it on your phone, so you can also watch that and do it on your phone. All right, all these videos are on our YouTube channel. If you are new and you've not subscribed, kindly do so. All right, so over here on boom, 1,000, we will only be looking for sell opportunities. We are not catching spikes here. We are only selling. We are scalping the sells. So as I said, you first go to your weekly. Now from your weekly, here you can see weekly is very, very bullish. Then we go to daily. Daily is also bullish. What am I looking for in this market? I'm not going to sell anything in this market. Even if H1 gives me what a selling opportunity, I won't sell, because look at here, this one H1 closed below EMA 8 here. According to our strategy, once H1 closes below, we have to go to 15 minutes, down to 15 minutes, and see, has it closed? Yes, it has closed. You buy on the next listing, but you sell on the next candle. But the rule says daily and weekly should be in the same direction. If it is sell, they should be selling, and for that is for boom, they should be selling. They should all be in a downtrend, and for crash, they should be buying. Anything aside that, you don't risk it. Very, very important. Anything aside that, you don't risk it. It's very deadly. Please, I hope we are following. Okay, this one is just a recap. So let's look at this. For instance, I think this was the previous, or let me check from here. Daily. Okay, let me see which daily candle. Okay, so here this daily candle is bearish. Now let's assume the weekly is also bearish here. What are you going to do? We move to our H1. So let's go back, let's scroll and find. So this was 8. H1 closed below EMA 8, meaning we are in a downtrend. What will I do? Quickly, I go to M15. Okay, I go to M15. Where are you? All right, so here we are. So here M15 also closed, though it spiked up, but it closed above below EMA 8. But I would have in this circumstance, I would have waited for the next candle, which is this one here, to close bearish. I won't enter after the close of a bullish candle. I'll rather enter after the close of a bearish candle, because I'm looking to sell. So once this bearish candle closes bearish, I'll enter on this one and just ride it to the end. 15 minutes, I'm out. That is a lot of money. That one 15-minute candle is a lot of money. So you'll be out. But then note that, as we always say, we look at our TDI. Yeah, why will I sell this? Because when the TDI, the moving averages on the green and red, got to the middle Bollinger Band, what did they do? They diverted back towards down, the downward direction. So what will I do? I'll sell and take my one candle. As simple as that. Very, very simple. So at this point in time, quickly, if you have any question on this particular strategy, you ask, then we go into what we want to do today. So you can unmute yourself if you have any question, or you can just drop the question in the chat box, and then I'll answer you. Bob Lewis, you raise your hand. Please, if you have any question, unmute yourself and ask. Or you can, how will I say it? You can also type it in the chat box, and then I'll respond to you. This is a very simple but powerful scalping strategy. And you know, you can use this. let me blow your mind. You can use this perfectly. Let me tell you, I use this to scalp NASDAQ. This particular strategy, I use it to scalp NASDAQ. And so let me just drop this as a how will I put it? A tip. You can use this same strategy to kill NASDAQ. Let me just show you something here quickly. Let me show you that it works. It works on NASDAQ as well. Very, very powerful strategy. So let me share this screen. US 30, NASDAQ, and cool. the lovers of those pairs, you can use it. All right. So here this UK 100, yeah, UK 100, and you can see that is my. Let me make it bold so that you can see it very well. My EMA 8. Let me make it bold so that you can see it very well. So the last time I gave a certain buy signal on NASDAQ, it was this strategy I used to give that signal. So all I need to do is I come to my weekly is bearish. I come to my daily is also bearish. What am I going to do? I go straight to 1 hour. I go to 1 hour. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the candlestick to close below 1 hour. Let me tell you, this one, even if you like, once it closes on 1 hour, you can take your trade. You don't even need to go to 15 minutes. So right here, this particular candle closed below my EMA 8. Okay, what will I do? I go straight to what? Sorry, let me mark that candle. So this candle. Then I go to my M15. What do I look for? I look for an opportunity. So M15, the candle what closed below EMA 8. What am I going to do? I'm going to take the next available. I'm going to open my trade on the next available candle. And let me tell you, this one can hold for 20 to 30 pips. Sometimes I even hold more than that, depending on how the market is how volatile the market is going at that moment. Okay, so it's a very simple strategy. You can use it on gold, you can use it on NASDAQ, UK 100, US 30, and S&P 500. So if you can see here that these are the only pairs that I have here. Okay, those are the only pairs that I have here. Somebody said, yeah, with this strategy, we don't swing trade this strategy. In boom and crash, we don't swing trade this strategy. It's purposely for scalping. And in NASDAQ too, is purposely for scalping. 2-3 candles, 20 to 30 pips, you are out. NASDAQ is very heavy. 30 pips is a lot of money. Yesterday, with just one candlestick, I made like over $100 in about 3 minutes on NASDAQ. So it's very powerful. It's a very powerful strategy. Someone saying trading crash, please, are we to wait for the 1 hour candle to close first above EMA 8 before taking the trade on M15? Yes, please. So the reason why you are taking the trade on M15 is sometimes EMA 8 will close above the 1 hour candle will close above EMA 8, but then the 15-minute candle will close below. And if 15 minutes is closing below, you know, both 15 minutes and 1 hour must be telling you the same thing. If they are telling you the same thing, you have freedom to go on with your executing your trade. But if they are not telling you the same thing, you have to wait for the other one also to be telling you the same thing that H1 is telling you. Then you take your trade. You are at liberty. You are free to take your trade. Okay, so that is any other question. I'm going back to binary. Let me stop this sharing. Going back to binary. All right. So as I was saying, this strategy also works for in fact, you can use it to scalp step index and volatility 75. It's not only what exit point. Okay, Jason, you are welcome. Yeah, here the exit is simple. Our exit is 1 15-minute candlestick. As I said, the entry is on 15 minutes. Once 15-minute candle also closes above or below. Please, we are using this strategy in accordance with the normal trend of boom and crash. So we are only looking for selling opportunity on boom, buying opportunity on crash 1000 or crash 500. Okay, so once H1 is telling you that okay, we are above, but first, as I said, is you have to look at this. It's very important. Weekly, daily must be telling you the same thing. Once the two of them are telling you the same thing, that sell, that is, we are in downtrend, come to H1. H1 must also tell you what daily and weekly is telling you, and must be above EMA 8 for crash. The crash is 1,500 and must be below EMA 8 for boom 500 and boom 1,000. Now, how do we enter? The entry is on 15 minutes. Once you identify a suitable trade on H1, you shift to 15 minutes. Wait for 15-minute candles should also tell you what H1 is telling you. Now, when H1 is also telling you, when 15 minutes also telling you what H1 is telling you, you enter on the next candle after the close of that candle that is telling you what H1 is telling you. The exit is few seconds to the close of the 15-minute candle. If you are using 5 minutes, it means you hold for 3 5-minute candle, which sum up to what? 15-minute candle. So that is the exit. We exit using the candlestick, one 15-minute candlestick. About 5 seconds, 3 seconds to the close of the 15-minute candle, you move out. Somebody said, please, after seeing 1 hour candle closes above or below EMA 8, then we can go to 15 minutes to enter. But at 15 minutes, you will see that market has gone a little far. How can you join? Okay, what you need to do here, I've forgotten to say, explain that. What you need to do, if market has gone far on 15 minutes, don't worry, because market will come back and test the EMA 8. Once market tests EMA 8 and didn't break it and still closed above it for crash, then you buy on the next 15-minute candle and hold for one. If it is boom, you sell. So that is how you do. So it comes back to what? Retest. So for instance, let's say here, let's say on 1 hour, you got your tradable position here, but then 1 hour may be here, but when it comes to 15 minutes, it might be here. All you need to wait for was this retest here. And then once this particular one closes, you enter on this candle, and then you take your profit few seconds to the close of that. Bob Lewis said, that is why he said, okay, do top-down analysis, at least 2 time frame must confirm the same direction. Yeah, basically that is what. All right, you are welcome, Chosen. I hardly see divergence using this TDI on crash and boom. Well, there are divergence. If divergence occurs on TDI, trading boom and crash, you just have to be you don't have to pay much attention. Normally, I don't trade divergence. It's once in a while, so I don't normally look out for it. All right, so please, this about the strategy I place on the YouTube channel. So today we are going to look at something a little different. Somebody. Okay, you're welcome, Esther. So let's see this. Myself, you raised your hand. Please, once the meeting ends, we'll go back and then you click on the link and then you come back so that we look at today's strategy. So I'll use the rest of this session to explain how you can use this same strategy to trade VIX 75, to scalp VIX 75, step index and co, because I use it a lot to scalp step index and VIX 75. Somebody said that. So every time it closes below or above in 15 minutes, we enter. Yes, but then that might be after you've done your top-down analysis, as I've explained. Once you've done your top-down analysis, yes. Once that all the details match each other, you go in and then you come out with your profit. Very important. Very, very important. All right, so let me see. Let me drop any of the vol pairs here. Okay, so this is volatility 10. Volatility 10. Somebody said, after checking the H1 and we move to M15, which of the M15 are we to check? Because for M15 makes one, for M15 makes one H1. Yes, that's why I said if you come down to M15 and there is a further move away from the EMA, okay, just wait. It surely will come back and test the EMA. It always comes back to test the EMA. At least one of the candles will come back and test the EMA. The EMA is like a support or resistance. That is why you need to know the direction for the day. Okay, the direction for the day. Once you know that, you'll be able to just wait quietly for that pullback, and then you join after the rejection. You join the trend. This like trend scalping. You are just scalping based on the trend. Okay, and I use this same thing to trade other VIX pairs also. So let's somebody said, can you use this on, can it be used for both buy and sell on crash? Okay, I think maybe you came late. As I said, this is for buying crash and selling boom. That is all we are using this strategy for. This is not the what I'm coming to teach today will show you, like, will allow you to both sell crash, buy crash, and sell boom and buy boom. So today's strategy is kind of two in one, catching spike and also at the same time selling or buying in the same in the normal direction of boom and crash. But for this previous one, is only for scalping, buy or sell on boom and crash. So please take note of that. It's very important that you understand the difference. So whatsoever I'm coming to teach today is for both selling and buying. But what I'm explaining now is just a previous video I did on YouTube. That one was not a live webinar. That is why I took this opportunity to re-explain this on the live webinar. So our time will run out soon. We'll come back and then we deal with today's strategy. Very powerful strategy. All right. So somebody said, if week one candle is buy, D1, H1 bullish, meaning on M15 you will be looking for buy above EMA 8. Yes, you are correct. In a day you can get about if we are truly on an uptrend, in a day you can get about 5 to 6 opportunities on one pair, and we have 4 of them. We have boom 500 crash, 500 crash, 1000 boom 1000. So just imagine getting about 4 opportunities on each of them. Okay, and once you are able to even take two opportunity on each of them, 15-minute candle is a whole lot of money. Okay, so it's very important that you just abide by the rules, and then you make success. Okay, all right, so let me quickly use this 5 minutes to explain this. With this one, I don't normally use the TDI. When it comes to the VOPES, I don't normally use the TDI. I only use the TDI on the crash and boom to give me more confirmation or confluence, as you may say. With this one, all I'm looking for is my weekly and my daily telling me I am on an uptrend or a downtrend. If for that time we are on downtrend, I have no business with anything buy. I'm only looking to sell that particular asset. I'm not going to look out for any buy for opportunities that I'm going counter trade. No, I only look for sell if we are on a sell trend, and I'm looking for buy if we are on a buy trend. This is when you are trading it, you are using the strategy on VOPES only. Okay, so you come to D1. D1 should also be telling, for instance, this one weekly is what? Is a doji. So you know what is happening here. It's kind of like market is not in an uptrend, neither is it in a downtrend. So we are kind of like consolidation. consolidation, consolidation. Okay, it has finished making its high and it has finished making its low, and is making a decision as to where to go. And the month is ending today, 12 o'clock. So this particular candle, a weekly candle, is going to what? Give us a bigger picture of what is going to happen next week when the market opens. The week, what is going to happen will be determined by this week's candle. And you can see here on daily too, you can see the daily candle was bullish, but now it's not bullish. So if you were to do this analysis in the morning, you would have look out for buy opportunities during the dawn and morning session. But normally, let me explain. When trading VOPEX using this strategy, look out for momentum candles, strong momentum candles. What do I mean by that? Look out for candles that are at least more than 80%. The body formed are more than 80% of the wick that has been formed. Okay, this is a true downtrend on daily on this particular day. That one I'll only be looking for sell opportunities. This is a very good bullish candle to let me look out for buy opportunities on that particular day if the wick complies. Okay, so once the two complies, I come down to my H1. So as I was saying earlier, because weekly and daily were indecisions candle, you can see the market has been consolidating. You can see this on 1 hour. So you don't venture in this market because you lose money. One way you think the market is going your direction, the other time it pulls you back into loss and you'll be closing trade in loss. So it's very important, follow the rules and then you make money. I think some people, somebody said, okay, can it be, oh, sorry, Choosing said, if weekly candle is buy, D1, H1 bullish, meaning on M15 you will be looking for buy above EMA 8. Is that correct? Or top down? Great, thanks. Well, per the strategy, this is the top down. All right, let me explain some secret. That weekly and daily, these things I'm giving you to determine trend is from supply and demand. We call something alignment in supply and demand. Most of you won't understand because it's, I don't know, a lot of people didn't do supply and demand. So once that our alignment using those candlesticks, okay, each monthly, weekly, and daily, whatsoever they are telling us is telling us the direction of the market at that particular time. Okay, I don't know how best I can explain this, but maybe one day I think I'll take time and explain it. If you don't understand, you can contact me privately. I'll go through with you. But it's a whole lot of topic on its own. To be honest, I see this strategy works better for spikes and one can hold, but to buy, crash, and sell, hell no, it's too scary from the way I'm seeing it. Okay, why is your